Hi there. It's an honor and privilege to speak at this FemTech Summit. I do hope FemTech will be organizing more events of this nature. And I'd like to use this medium to appreciate the organizers of this event for putting all this together. Great job. My name is Opeoluwa Okosun. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. And today I will be talking about personally impacting positively in the area of technology. I will be sensitizing us as women in tech on roles we can play to make a positive impact in the area of technology. I hope you enjoy my topic and relate with all that I'll be saying today. So I'd like to introduce myself. I work in Oracle as a deal manager. I'm also a technology procurement, contract and project management specialist. I am a lawyer as well. And you all can reach me on LinkedIn and Facebook at Opeoluwa Okosun. So I'll quickly take us through the content of what I'll be discussing today. So first, I'm going to give an overview of my career journey. And then I'll talk about why, as women in tech, we should come out in our personal capacity to create an impact in the area of technology. Next, I'll dive into how we can impact positively in the area of tech. And in conclusion, just to inspire you all, I'll speak about a personal project I'm currently undertaking in my country, Nigeria, towards giving back to society. So talking about my career journey, I started my career about 2 decades ago in the telecoms industry. And then after some years, I moved to working in an insurance company. I later navigated to the banking sector, where I worked in the procurement and vendor management department, handling mainly technology projects. And while I was there, I led the successful execution of several major tech projects of the bank. I currently work in Oracle as a deal manager, where I handle the contract and project management of really complex technology deals. So why should we create an impact in the area of technology? The first reason is because we have this overwhelming, huge skill gap in the area of tech, while the high demand in tech professionals continue to increase. The tech industry is actually the fastest growing industry globally. And we all know that tech is required in all areas of life and in every sector. But like I said earlier, unfortunately, there remains a huge skill gap in this field, while the demand for tech professionals continue to increase. In Nigeria, where I come from, I've seen cases where organizations spend so much time and resources sourcing for computer specialists, tech experts outside of the country. And it's also a fact that likewise, even in developed countries like the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Canada, organizations also source for tech professionals outside of their country. So as women in tech, by personally creating an impact and making some effort to promote technology, of course, we can help to close the skill gap in our countries. Secondly, another reason why we should create an impact is because positively impacting in the area of technology would help to bridge the digital gender divide. Of course, it's a common knowledge that the tech industry is dominated by men, and women remain significantly underrepresented. Well, in my opinion, I would say that it's been really quite comforting to see how various organizations and individuals are committed to actively promoting technology and empowering young women and girls, to build a career in this field. But the reality remains that we are not there yet, and so much more needs to be done. Of course, I can't recall vividly where I saw this, but what I saw was that the UNESCO statistics show that women in the tech industry constitute only 28% of professionals in that sector worldwide. Wow. Well, bearing this in mind, it's clear that as women in tech, part of our focus and drive should be how we can personally support towards enhancing the creation of a level playing field for women and girls in the area of technology. And of course, we need to do all we can to help bridge this digital gender divide. Thirdly, another reason why we need to impact positively is because technology fosters growth in the economy. Technology also helps promote innovation. For instance, in situations whereby you have more skilled resources in the area of technology, you begin to see new businesses emerge, you begin to see a reduction in the rate of unemployment. And of course, high level of innovation comes into play. The end result is growth in our economy. The fourth reason why we should create an impact is because by creating a positive impact in the area of technology, we actually contribute towards the fight against poverty, and we help to eradicate poverty. Finally, taking steps to create an impact in the area of technology, like collaborating, working with other women in tech, towards achieving a common goal, inspiring, helping to empower more people, especially women and girls, will certainly enable a more diverse and inclusive tech world. In Oracle, where I work, diversity and inclusion is the order of the day. Women thrive so much because we have this great support and inclusive policies, and we have this strong community of women and a global development program called the Oracle Women Leadership. That's really how diversity and inclusion can thrive. So my next presentation will be on how we can impact positively in the area of technology. I would always say that as women in tech, we are empowered and privileged to be in the tech space. And as women, we not only drive innovation, and we not only drive revenue, but we also drive impacts. So how do we make use of this great opportunity and privilege that we have to get more people into the tech space? What are those little things that we can personally do to harness and foster growth in tech in our countries? First of all, try to identify a need in the area of technology in your community and help to create an improvement or provide support or even initiate a course in that area of need. You can also take a look at what gaps that you have in your society and what you can do to improve these gaps. For instance, do you come from a society where you have quite a number of underprivileged people who do not have access to learning about the computer or they have no exposure to other forms of digital technology. That's a very good example of an area of need. And the good thing about this is that you really do not need to do this alone. You can also team up with individuals, organizations that align with your intentions and collaborate with them in making a difference. Of course, if already there's a group or organization promoting a cause that you really care about, why not get involved? Secondly, how else can you impact positively in your society? And so you can do this by volunteering your skills and services. Being a volunteer, it lets you choose how to make an impact in your community, doing something that you care about or supporting a cause that really matters to you. And the good thing is that there's almost no limit to the ways you can volunteer. For instance, if you're a computer researcher, or you're a computer scientist, or you're a web developer, or even a STEM educator, why not team up with an organization that helps men or women develop the skills by offering to teach in one of their programs? You can also organize an informal event to teach people who are willing to learn tech skills that you exhibit. One thing just came to mind. Even in organizations where you work, or for those of you who own your own business, your own tech businesses, if you can actually initiate an employee volunteer program if you don't have one already. I always love to use Oracle as a reference point. So in Oracle, we have we have our volunteering program that supports employees to participate in projects. And these projects are mainly focused on advancing education, strengthening communities, and even protecting the environment. And so as an Oracle employee, you can volunteer anytime for causes that are important to you. So all I'm just trying to say is that there are endless possibilities when it comes to putting your expertise into action. So why not think about your strengths and reach out to local organizations in your community to put your skills into action? Thirdly, you can also become a mentor. For those experienced women amongst us, you can help to guide someone on the benefits of pursuing a career in tech or even navigating to the tech space. We have so many young career people who would like to move from their current occupation to an occupation in the tech industry, but they're confused. They need some sort of mentoring. They need some sort of guidance, and so why not come in here? These are ways you can actually help. And then, of course, we have this huge gap in girls going for STEM subjects, and we can come in here to encourage these young ones. And the reality is that you'll be amazed at how listening and mentoring someone can create an impact that lasts for generations. Also, becoming a mentor, it does not just help you to improve your mentee's life and career, but it also helps you, the mentor, develop leadership skills, and it helps you to improve your soft skills. Of course, there are so many non-for-profit organizations that do organize mentoring programs. And in these programs, they can match you with people you can mentor using your skills and strengths as a benchmark. So a fourth way you can impact positively is by showcasing yourself as an adult influencer. And what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that we should see ourselves as adult influencers, to start with. And of course, as an adult influencer, you can generate a passion for technology to the next generation. And you can also do this in collaboration with their parents. Of course, this will certainly go a long way in shaping the future of your country and even accelerating technology in your continent. How else can you impact how else can you impact in the area of technology? You can do this by caring for your environment. And so what do I mean here? For instance, recycling, is a way of caring for your environment. And, it's one of the easiest ways to make a striking impact on the world around you. And by recycling and not throwing away, you are literally helping everyone and will make an impact on the earth itself. And then picking up trash in your community. That's also another way to show that you care for your environment. And it also demonstrates, that you take pride in your community. And of course, you can even make recycling more impactful by getting your family together to join you. Finally, you can make an impact in your community or your country, as the case may be, by giving and giving and keep giving. So for those of you who can, it's not really mandatory or compulsory that you have to give. But for those who can, try to sponsor, donate, and give financially. We have quite a lot of non-for-profit organizations promoting STEM and tech in general. So why not partner with these organizations? Because they actually run day-to-day activities, such as they organize training workshops, they organize a lot of events to promote technology. And these activities come at a cost. They're not free. So you can donate funds. For those of you who have properties, why not offer your locations for events for free? And then you can also provide media sponsorship, if you can. So, and then of course we have quite a number of tech startups emerging. You can decide to also invest in these tech startups, if you want to as well. I'd like to use myself as an example and talk about a personal project that I embarked upon and that I'm really, really passionate about towards impacting in my society. It's a project that I'm currently undertaking in my country, and I started in 2020, called the project Start Young in Technology. The project is aimed at helping young people to embrace technology early. It also helps young people to gain access to the necessary tech skills and knowledge. And then it helps these young ones to recognize opportunities in tech and how to utilize these opportunities. And some of the programs that I run, to achieve what I just mentioned, I create technology awareness and literacy campaigns. I go to schools, especially schools in rural areas where you have mostly people, students from underprivileged backgrounds. I go there to carry out career talks, and then I counsel students, ensuring that I'm creating awareness, I'm sensitizing and urging them to prioritize technology education. And then, of course, I also carry out mentoring programs. In these programs, I encourage and guide students on taking up STEM subjects. I also mentor young career people, enlightening them on pursuing careers in technology. I also wrote a book called Basic Computer for Young Beginners. It's a computer guidebook introducing the reader to basic knowledge required to properly operate and interact with a computer. It's a book I give out for free to students from underprivileged background. Anytime I go out to give my career talk. Of course, over time, I intend to do more, but for now, this is what I do at my spare time when I'm on leave towards giving back to society and impacting in the area of technology. Also, I do not run any organization. I'm just doing this in my own personal capacity. And what really inspired me to embark on this project is because I had identified that in my community, we had this really high demand for tech professionals. But of course, unfortunately, we also had a very, very high level of skill shortage. And what really resonated the most in me was that I realized that so many factors, were really contributed to this skill shortage, such as poverty, lack of interest, by a lot of young people, especially girls, to pursue careers in tech or to even take up STEM subjects. We had cases of lack of awareness, lack of encouragement of young people, lack of role models, and then we had this inadequate technology teaching resources, mostly in schools in rural areas. And also, what was really common around my society was that young people were not really being introduced to technology early enough. And so I decided to venture into this project because I was really passionate about helping to change this narrative in my country. So as women in tech, I would always say that giving back to society and creating an impact, does not only help to shape the world around us, but it also helps to make us feel positive. It helps to make us feel meaningful. And for me, it gives me this great sense of purpose. I'm going to conclude by reciting a quote from Anna Radulowski. She's the founder and CEO of Women Tech Network, a global network for women in technology. And here is the quote. It says, to create a more diverse and inclusive tech world, we need to inspire and empower the next generation of female role models to pursue and develop their career in technology and become innovators, leaders, and entrepreneurs. It's a process and it's not always straightforward. It takes time, action, and support. Join us on a mission. Together, we can make a difference. Wow. It was really nice speaking at this event, and I look forward to more. And I would also like to thank you all for listening. I really hope you enjoyed the topic, and I'm really looking forward to having more with you. Like I said earlier, you can reach me on Facebook and LinkedIn at Opeoluwa Okosun. Enjoy the rest of this event. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.